Okay, so for part 2 of this question, they say at the time t equals 0, p is at the point A with position vector 7i minus 10j relative to the origin. When t equals 3 seconds, the velocity of p changes and it moves with a velocity of u I plus vj meters per second, where u and v are constants. After a further 4 seconds, it passes through the origin and continues to move with velocity ui plus vj. Find the values of u and v. Okay, so what's happening here? Let's just draw our axes. So this is I in the positive direction, and this is j in the positive direction. So at time t equals 0, p is at the point A with position vector 7i minus 10j. Let's just draw that on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then minus 10j. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So badly drawn, but not to scale. But let's just say that that is the position A. And then it is going to travel at this velocity for 3 seconds. So it's going to go minus 5i, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 8j. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to end up somewhere around there after 1 second. And so you can imagine that after 3 seconds, it's going to end up somewhere around here. And then after that 3 seconds, the velocity of p changes and it moves with the velocity of u I plus vj meters per second, where u and v constants are constants. After a further 4 seconds, it passes through the origin. So what's that telling us? Well, that's telling us that it kind of turns back on itself with some velocity. And after 4 seconds, it's going to arrive back at the origin. And this, you have to excuse how badly drawn this is, but all of these arrows are supposed to be the same vector, so the same length and in the same direction. And it gets us back to the origin after 4 seconds. And it wants us to find the values of u and v. Find what this vector is. So this vector is u, v. So how do we do that? Well, our starting position, okay, is, as we've just drawn on this diagram, is 7 minus 10. So 7 minus 10 plus 3 seconds times the velocity, which is minus 5 over 8, is going to give us this position here. Let's call that position B equals B. So let's just do that. 7 plus 3 times minus 15. Well, that's going to give us negative 8. And negative 10 plus 3 times 8 is going to give us positive 14. So we've just found the position of B. B is negative 8, 14. And so how do we find uv? Well, we know that B is our starting position for the new velocity. So we can use a similar equation to this one here. So negative 8, 14. We know that the particle p arrives at the origin after 4 seconds, plus 4 seconds times uv is going to equal, well, it's arriving back at the origin, so it's going to equal 0, 0. So, therefore, negative 8 plus 4u equals 0. 4u equals 8. U equals 2. And similarly, 14 plus 4v equals 0. So 4v equals negative 14, and v equals negative 14 over 4, which just equals negative 3.5. And so we have our vector. The value of u is 2. The value of v is negative 14 over 4, or negative 3.5. And the velocity vector from b onwards is going to be 2, negative 3.5.